you're watching this. It obviously won't be Monday, but happy Monday. Sorry, I thought someone was coming in. I just got to school not too long ago. I've been printing and getting some things ready. The sun is rising right outside my window and it's very beautiful. I am feeling recharged and ready to go for the kids. I'm going to show you guys a little bit what I have prepped and check in with you guys later. The thing today that we're going to be doing is I'm going to be sorting them into their houses, which will be super fun and exciting, so super pumped about that. We have our first spelling list for the week, so we will take our pre-test today. I'm going to read a chapter from How to Be Cool in the 3rd grade. They're going to do this spelling sort, so our spelling focus this week is short A and short I. And later on we'll do grammar, and they are going to start our sentence study, which I'm super excited about. We're going to be reading this book, Fireflies, and learn about the trait ideas. And they're going to brainstorm some ideas of topics they can write about this year. And then at the end of the day, we have math. We're learning about place value. So I made the anchor chart that I worked on this weekend in a smaller form for my kids to put into their math notebooks. And then each of them are going to get 2 of these, and we'll work through that together. So that's the plan for today. Hi friends, it is currently like 3:30, so the kids are gone. They've been gone for about an hour. I'm sorry I haven't checked in with you guys at lunch or any other time after that, but it's just been a crazy busy day per usual. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys what I'm doing. So last year I would send my newsletters on Friday, and I always struggled remembering since it was the end of the week and I was just kind of ready to go. So I've switched it, and this year I'm doing it on Mondays, and I think this is going to work out way better for me. So I'm going to show you guys the newsletter that I just sent to parents that I've been working on for the last half an hour. So this is what my newsletter looks like. It's from TPT for free, and I'll link it below. I think it's super cute. So it says Miss Schmidt's classroom news for the week of, and then it has a spot for a note from the teacher. So I just kind of give an update on whatever it is I need to share with them on Monday. And then I go through what we're learning, so our kind of goals for the end of the week and what they need to learn by Friday. So I've got spelling, reading, math, writing, and grammar for today. And then down below, important dates. So August 25th is picture day, so that's all we've got for right now. But yeah, I really like this template. I started using it about halfway through the year, and it's been my favorite so far, so I will link it below. This is what we did for grammar today. We're learning the difference between a complete sentence and a fragment. So I started by seeing what they could remember from 2nd grade, and what they could tell me was that there's a punctuation mark at the end, and then it begins with a capital letter for the first word. And then we talked about it has to have a subject and a predicate, which these were new words for them. So we introduced that and talked about how a complete sentence is a complete thought. And then for fragments, they knew from this that it was obviously an incomplete thought, and then I said it was either missing a subject or missing a predicate. Down below I wrote out some sentences that got rubbed off by one of the kids, so I'll have to fix that. But we went through each statement, and then they told me if it was a fragment or a complete sentence, and they did pretty well with that. So first day of grammar went pretty well. I will say I have a quiet bunch. They were a little more hesitant to share. So I'm hoping they'll get more comfortable with each other and with me, and that more of them will want to start jumping in. Alright guys, I am getting ready to make an anchor chart for tomorrow. We are learning sequencing events this week. That is our reading focus. So I'm going to whip up an anchor chart for that. Tomorrow I am planning to do a silly PB&J. So I'm going to make a PB&J, but I'm going to do it all out of order and all out of craziness. So I'll take the peanut butter jar and just stick it on top of the bread before I take the lid off to show that we have to do events in order. So I'm gonna have the steps to making a PB&J all mixed up, and then we will order those events together and learn about why it's important for us to sequence events so we can actually enjoy a PB&J sandwich. So that'll just get us fun and engaged for our lesson tomorrow. So I'm gonna turn you guys around and show you what I made. All right, so I know it's super simple. Again, I don't have the best handwriting, guys. I'm doing my best with what I can. But anyway, this is my sequencing events anchor chart that I'm going to use tomorrow. I explained what sequencing is, came up with some, or put some clue words. The bottom is blank because that is where we will build our steps to making a PB&J properly after I kind of do the silliness of doing it out of order. So we will build this together. I think it's super important that you build your anchor charts with your students. That way they are a part of the process and a part of the learning with you, rather than you just kind of reading through it and there's not really a lot of engagement in that. So that is why I leave a lot of my anchor charts blank so that we can fill it out together as a class. So I will show you guys what we did today though for math, which I know I'm kind of jumping. I was just talking about reading, but I'm going to show you guys what we did today for math because we used an anchor chart for that. So I will show you a kid's notebook and then what we did in front of the class. My brain cannot talk, but I'm going to show you guys what we did. All right, so here is one of my students' notebooks. I made a mini anchor chart version of the big one on the board, and the kids copied down the definitions of our vocabulary words, and then again we did this part together. So this is something they can go back and reference throughout the school year with place value if it's needed. So I really liked this. I didn't do this last year, but I'm really liking it. I think it'll be nice for the kiddos just to have as a reference point. So we leave a page for the table of contents, and I modeled this. Put number 1 as place value. So we went through and numbered all of the pages, not all of them because that would have taken a while, but we went through and numbered up to 20, and then when we need to add more pages again we will. So yeah. All right guys, here's my little teacher outfit of the day. I've got on this green dress. It's like a t-shirt dress and it goes to my knees. So, and then I've got on these earrings. They are clay earrings, and her handle is chasms.cc. I'll tag it below. And then she has a website as well, so I will tag her below. I'm obsessed. I probably have like 30 earrings, if not more, by her. I'm obsessed, guys, with clay earrings. But I love these ones. They're a little different colors, but same kind of pattern going on. They're so comfortable. They're so lightweight. I highly recommend. 10 out of 10. So got on my little pop of color with my earrings, and then just, yeah, this plain green dress, but I like it. It's comfy. And I think it's LuLaRoe. I'm pretty sure. All right, I'm going to show you my shoes now. I've got on these black sandals, and they are from the Coach outlet. They were having a big sale, so that's why I got them. Pretty comfy and cute. Good morning, friends. It is Tuesday the 18th. I am getting things ready before the kids come in today. I've got about 10 more minutes until they're here, and everything is laid out and ready to go. I'm just kind of reading over my plans one last time so I know I'm prepared. So I will check in with you guys throughout the day, and I'm excited. It's a little sneak peek of our day. Again, I just printed out a mini anchor chart for what we're going to be using in math. And I'm really liking this. I think it's going to be easy for the kids to fill in because it's what I'm doing on the board. But yeah, I like this process too of lining everything up. It's really helping me just to stay organized this year. Hi guys, it is after school. It's about 4:10, so the kids have been gone for almost 2 hours. I was sitting and talking with some of my teacher besties and hanging out, and now I'm just kind of planning and prepping for the rest of the week. I was going through just some documentation that parents have been sending in over the last few days as well. Yeah, today was a good day. It was a really good day. I felt more like myself and more like my teacher self. One thing about me, I love teaching grammar. I don't know why, but I'm very passionate about it. It's so fun. We get really into it as well, and I use a lot of hand gestures. We use the whole brain teaching kind of method, and the kids really get into it too. So it was just a good day, and I felt very much back in the swing of things. It's been an adjustment for sure, but today just felt more like myself and more like I was excited to be doing what I'm doing. So it was a good day. But yeah, I'll kind of show you guys, I guess, what we did. And then I'll probably head out for the day because I'm kind of sleepy and ready to go home and rest. So I don't know what it is, but I am like shivering in my room. It's freezing right now. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys things quickly because I'm cold and I need to get out of here. So today we started talking about sequencing. That is our first skill that we are focusing on in reading. So learning how to sequence events, putting events in order as they come in a story. So I started off the morning by making a PB&J sandwich, which they thought was very silly because it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. And I started making it all out of sorts. I was taking the peanut butter and without even opening it, putting it on top of the bread, you know, kind of just making the PB&J all out of order and not doing it properly. And they were very engaged, thought it was so silly. And I talked about, you know, how important it is that we sequence events, that we put things in order so we can have a good PB&J. So once we finished that, I brought up this anchor chart and talked about what sequencing is. And I know, guys, I don't have the best handwriting. It's not the most beautiful, but it's functional. That's what matters. So we talked about beginning, middle, and end clue words, and then together they helped me sequence how to make a correct PB&J because mine was all a mess and they were trying to help me. So it was really fun. They loved it. They got a big kick out of it. And then once we finished that, for me to kind of check if they understood, they were then given the task to write out a recipe and say all the steps. So sequence the order of events to making whatever it is that they wanted to share. So it's a mac and cheese, a pizza, something they enjoy at home that's fun for them to eat. They got to write out the steps to making that meal, and it was dead silent. They were so engaged and loved it. So that was super fun, and we just really jumped in with sequencing today. So that went really well. We'll kind of review over the next few days and keep working on it more, but it was good. So fun time with that. For math, we worked on this anchor chart. So we learned about the 4 different ways that you can write a number. They did this with me, and I had that little copy of it that went into their journal, and they copied down what I had and did theirs. And then I kind of do a model of I show you what to do, then we do it together, and then they do. So we did this one. I modeled this entire one for them. Then on the board next to it, I wrote a new number and let them raise their hands and share as they could. And then after that, we did a few more together. Sorry guys, my brain after school is like, anyway, we did a few together, and then I had them on a sticky note. I gave them a number and they had to do all 4 ways of representing the number on the sticky note, and that was my little exit slip to make sure that they understood and they got the lesson. So that's what we did. And then we got on extra math and I got them set up on Prodigy, so they were very excited about that. So yeah, that was our day for the most of it, the majority. Introduced the new writing tray organization, which goes along perfectly with sequencing, so that was fun. So anyway, that was our day. I'm gonna head out of here and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right guys, I realized that I never showed you, I never did an outfit of the day today, so gotta do that because that's fun. I've got this dress on. It's hard to see, but it's from Maurice's and I got it like 2 weeks ago, so it should still be online and in stores if you're curious. Maurice's is like my favorite teacher store because all of their clothes are school appropriate, and yeah, they're good for school. So, and then this little cardigan was from Maurice's as well. Like I said, I love to shop there. So it's super cute and nice. And then I'm wearing the same Gladiator flats as yesterday. So I'll try to get a better view of my whole dress so you guys can see. All right guys, this is probably the best view I can get. I know it's not wonderful, but anyway, at the top it's black and it's a spaghetti strap, and then here is white with all the little flower detailing, and then it goes to my knees and it just kind of fringes at the bottom. So there's my dress for today. It's funny if you haven't noticed already, last week I was in dresses all week. This week I've been in dresses all week, which I'm a dress person. I think it's more comfortable to be in dresses. Once it gets colder, I'll start, you know, wearing some pants and some tops, but I really do enjoy dresses. I think they're more comfortable to teach in. So that's why you'll see me in probably all my dresses before I whip out some pants. So anyway, all right, now I'm gonna head out and I'll see you guys tomorrow or just in a moment. Oh my gosh, guys, one of my kids came up to me today and it was kind of funny. He walks up to me and he goes, "Here." I said, "What, is that your mask? Did something happen?" And he's like, "It's for you." But isn't this so sweet? he and his family got me a mask. It's like a little teacher mask, and I'm so excited about it. I think it's adorable. So I'm gonna wash it tonight so that I can wear it tomorrow and show him. But I thought that was so sweet. So I'm super pumped about my new mask. So anyway, that's all. Are we ready?
Yes.
Mirror what?
Mirror what?
I know the four types of sentences. Number one, an interrogative sentence asks a question. Asks a question. Do you like pizza? My toy. Number two, an exclamatory. Hi guys, it is Wednesday at lunchtime. I have just been busy. I didn't have time to check in with you guys in the morning or at prep. I got here a little later this morning because when I have prep days, I normally just try to sleep in a little bit longer since I've got that hour in the morning. But I was busy the whole hour, so that's why I couldn't check in with you guys then. We are having another great day. My kids are just, again, rocking it out. They're doing so well with everything. I'm just so impressed. But I'll kind of show you guys what we did this morning, some of the things. We are learning about how to ask questions and how good readers ask questions while they read, before they read, while they're reading, and after. So I'll show you what we did. Here's my easel. At the top, I had good readers ask and answer questions as they read. Gave them the question stems, and then we have our mentor text and wonders. And before we even started reading, I came up with 2 questions, and then I took 1 question from the kids. And this was from just the title and from the first photo that we saw. And then as we started to read, when they heard the answer, they gave me a thumbs up, and then we stopped and we put the answers on sticky notes. And then about halfway through the story, I paused and I asked more questions. So I did 2 modeled, and then they gave me 2. Again, as we continued to read, they gave me a thumbs up when we found the answers, and we wrote those on sticky notes. And finally, at the end, we came up with questions that we were still left wondering. So these are questions we don't have the answers about, but we can make inferences about, or we could just imagine and wonder, which is good for them to be wondering about. So that was the after. So this is what we did. This is how I modeled for them. And then their task was, I read Sylvester and the Magic Pebble, which this is a great story if you have not read it. It is a Caldecott winner, and it's great for asking questions because there's a lot that goes on in the story. So while we read that, before we read, they looked at the title and the front picture, and they asked questions that they had before they read. And then we paused in the middle, and they asked questions during their reading. And then at the end, they wrote questions they were left with. And they had to answer the questions as they go. So that was my kind of check to make sure they understood what we were doing. And it went really well. I was very impressed. So that's what we did for reading this morning. And I will check in with you guys at the end of the day to show you what we did for math. Hi guys, it is currently almost 5 o'clock. We have collaboration on Wednesdays where my 3rd grade team, we meet together. There's 4 of us. So that was fun. We had that for an hour, and now I am trying to prep for tomorrow and get things ready. I wanted to show you guys our language wall. So I wanted to show you our mentor sentence for the week and all that we've done with it so far. I just got home and I realized I didn't do a teacher outfit of the day, so I'm going to show you. I have on this blue jean dress. Or jean colored, I guess you could say. But I love this dress. It's so comfortable, and I like that it's flowy. It's honestly probably my favorite dress. I wear it all the time, in the summer especially. And then I've got on this cardigan, and I love this one too. I love the lace detailing and the sheer. I think it's just so beautiful. Again, this is from Maurice's, my favorite store. And I think I got this dress from thredUP, which is an online thrifting store. If you haven't heard of it, it's great. I get dresses there a lot too. And so it was originally from maybe Old Navy. I'll have to check the tag, but yep, I wore this today, and then just these white gladiator sandals. So that's the fit for today. See you guys tomorrow. Hello friends, it is Thursday and it is 3 o'clock. Sorry that I have not checked in with you yet today. It's honestly just been busy from the time that I got here this morning to right now. So I am decompressing. I've got my lights off, my window open, and it feels good. So I'm kind of getting things together for tomorrow, making sure I have everything that I need. For math today, we moved into rounding. We spent Monday and Tuesday on place value, and that went really well. Yesterday, we learned the commutative property of addition and the identity property. So yeah, today we moved on to rounding, and we did rounding to the nearest 10, and I taught them a little trick with the number line. You've probably seen it, but I'll show you what that looks like. Tomorrow we'll go into rounding to the nearest 100. So that's where we're at in math. Nothing too spicy and fun, but that's where we're at. For writing today, we learned the word choice 6 writing trait, which went really well. They loved it. We read this really fun book called Monsters Can Mosey, and I'll show you guys that too. It was super cute, and it has all these different words for walk, because the monster is choosing how he wants to walk. And so it's just a really good book for teaching word choice, because there's so many spicy, as I said, words for walk in that book. And then they're creating tombstones, so dead words, that we will no longer use in our classroom in our writing. So we're gonna finish those tomorrow, and I'll show you what they turn out like, but super fun. So this is the Monsters Can Mosey book. It's super cute and fun. My kids saw it and immediately got so excited, especially my boys, because it has zombie little people and they loved that. They thought it was so fun, so super engaging, and also taught how we can be more spicy with our writing by using spicy words versus dead words. So super fun. I just got all the mail put away for tomorrow. Last year I sent mail home just like every day as it came, and I feel like that might just be overwhelming for parents if they're having to check the folder every day. So I saw online this Friday folder, and she has a Thursday or a Friday folder, and I'm doing the Friday folder. So anything that needs to go home to parents, I just hold on to until Friday, unless it's like really important things that they have to get back to the school, or probably when we take tests. If we take a test on a Friday, I'm not going to make them wait a whole week to get those back. I'll probably send those sooner, but anyway, I'm doing Friday folders this year, and so far I'm liking the process. I'll link this below, but basically, so it has a little spot for the date, when they check if they've looked over it, yes, no, or the dog ate it, which I think is funny, a parent signature, and then if they have any notes for me. And then I collect these on Monday, and I just go through them all to make sure there's no notes from the parents, and if there are, I can respond to parents and email them. So obviously last week was the first week, and this week will be my second week with it, but so far I think it's going to be a good thing for us. So I just put all my mail for the week in this pink, very thick bin, so I can fit a lot in here, and it just sits on top of the mailboxes, and I just throw things in as needed. So I need to remember on Thursday nights, obviously, to go through and put in all the mail. So I just did that, which I'm ready to go for tomorrow. So I'm super excited. I like this process. I think it's just going to run smoothly. So yeah. All right, guys, I want to give you a quick teacher outfit of the day, because I'm not going home, so I'm not going to be able to show you in my full-length mirror. By the time I get home, it'll just be late, and I'll probably forget, so I want to do this before I forget. Today I'm wearing this jumpsuit. This is the pattern all the way down. So it's a jumpsuit or a romper, but like long. So I'll show you the whole thing. And then I've got on this long cardigan, and it's this tan brown. This is probably my favorite cardigan. I wear it all through the winter, all the time. It's like my go-to because it's long. And then I'm wearing the same white Gladiator sandals that I've worn like the last 3 days. And I feel like this is gonna be my new style thing too. I just, when I'm not wearing it, I keep it around my ear because I don't have one of those fancy lanyard thingies. I maybe should get one, but also at the same time, I'm a little in denial, and I'm hoping we don't have to wear these forever. So I just haven't purchased one yet. So this is what I do with my mask, and it works. It stays on my face, and it's ready to go when I need it. So anyway, this is my outfit today. This is one of my favorite outfits. It's so comfortable. It's not a dress, but it's pretty similar. It feels like a dress because of how flowy it is and baggy, and it's just comfy. So I'll show you guys a little bit more in a minute. So this gives you more of a picture. Again, it's a jumpsuit, so it goes all the way down, and the pattern follows all the way down too. So it's just like a nice little jumpsuit, and I love it. It's so comfortable. So Alright, I hate showing you guys this because it's very messy. This is not what it looks like all the time. But for this week and last week, I've just been collecting items from the kids. So these are some supplies. One of my kids does not have a supply bag, so I need to get him one to put his stuff in. So right now it's just been housed right here because I'm not pulling small groups yet, so it's okay. Here are all of my students' notebooks, so I need to get their reading notebooks set up in those. And then just some books that came in the mail on Amazon and some other books and notes. There's my thing from lunch today. So again, I think I'm gonna clean this up real quick and then get ready to go for the night. This is much more manageable and better for me. Here are some things I need to do tomorrow with the kids. One of my students missed me teaching the race response, so I need to do that with him tomorrow. And then my goal is to read through this passage with all of my students. I really haven't had time this week to meet with anybody yet, but I'm hoping I can get to this tomorrow. And just a quick read so I can see their fluency and a little bit of comprehension. And this comes from our Wonders curriculum. So they'll read this passage and then they'll answer these 2 questions. And this just gives me a little idea of how they are as readers that I can look at and have for data for later on. And then I've got my expo markers that are just sitting in their holder. Those lights I want to put "we're ready" on all of them and put them at my table so that when the kids are ready they can press that and show that they're ready to go. Here are some books that came in the mail from my Amazon wish list, which is super exciting. So I've got this one, it's beautiful, I showed this already. And then these 2, and I'm excited because I don't have a copy of the newest book yet. So tomorrow I'm going to do a book raffle. My kids will put their name in for each of these books, and I will pull out a student's name, and they will be the first one that gets to read those books. So I'm super excited. And then down below I've got the next step forward and guided reading that I'm currently working through. So yeah, this is much better and good to go for tomorrow. Something else that's funny, this bench has turned into kind of my dumping ground. It's nice because when I'm doing lessons at the chalkboard, I can bring the materials up that I need, but I've kind of started to hoard some things, so I need to clean this up as well. But I've gotten most of it picked up. There were much more that I already put away, but I am liking, I'm keeping these markers out, so when I'm doing anchor charts, I've got those ready to go for me and I'm not searching around the room for something to write with. I've got current read alouds that we've been doing, which has been fun to display like this. And then our current chapter read aloud, which is a good one, super fun. Some place value materials that are left over that I need to put away, and other place value materials that I need to put away from math. So I'm gonna clean this up and probably head out. All right, this is all cleaned up and ready to go and looking much better. So I've got my board all cleaned for the end of the day. I already have our learning objectives on the board for the morning that they will copy into their planner. So I just do little I can statements. So this works as my learning objectives board and also our planners that they fill out every morning. So parents know what it is that we are working on. So board's ready to go. Totals are updated. They've been rocking it out this week. They are super excited about earning these points. And tomorrow, I'm super excited. Fridays are the days that we meet with our houses, so I'm super excited because it'll be the first day that they get to meet and discuss as a house and talk about if they want to cash in any points for a reward. So I'm super pumped about that. And then I also do Keep the Quote on Fridays. So I have my student picked out for the first Keep the Quote. I do Keep the Quote, which I got the idea from Miss Fifth. Our first Keep the Quote, I'll turn you around so you can see it. This is our first Keep the Quote in a world where you can be anything, be kind. So for the very first Keep the Quote, I choose the student that I believe earned it for the week. So I've been watching all week for someone who is showing kindness in their words and their actions, and I talked a lot about this on Monday, and I've kind of reminded them throughout the week. So I will pick the first student and award them tomorrow. Then they will bring in for me 3 quotes, and on Monday we will choose one together. And the whole week, that person, that student, is going to be looking for another student that is demonstrating the quote, and they will get to award them on Friday. I'm super excited, and it's something that my kids truly love, and they get so excited to win and have this fun poster to take home and put up on their walls. And I'm just so excited. It's such a fun thing where students get to be in charge and they get to award somebody, and they love that. They love being you know, not just participants in the classroom, but they want to be the ones leading as well. So that's my way of letting them lead and letting them choose someone who they saw doing good and kind things throughout the week. So, all right, I'm going to pack up because I'm supposed to be out. Ooh, I might be cutting it close. We have to be out at 6 because they spray, and it's 5:55, so I better get myself out of here. Hi friends, it is Friday. We are so excited that it's almost the weekend. Ready for a little rest and relaxation, but we are having a good week, like I said so far. Today is House Awards Day. I'm so excited. I love Fridays because they get to meet with our house. Normally they will pick someone that they believe best demonstrated their house life skill for the week, but for this first one, I model it for them and what it needs to look like and what they are looking for. So I will give out the first set of house awards, which I'm so pumped about, and our keep the quote, our first keep the quote. So that's super fun. I'm wearing these earrings today. I saw them first from putting them first, and they're very like school spirit because I'm wearing my school shirt today, and they're from Court Gale, and I love them. I'm so obsessed, and like a bunch of my coworkers have already complimented me, so I love them. I think they're super fun. But anyway, my kids are at music. We had a little fire drill this morning before that, and now we are well, I am getting things just squared away for the morning and getting ready for some tests this morning. We have our first spelling test and our first grammar test as well, so that's fun. Nothing too crazy today on this Friday. We are doing a tier assessment. We do this at the beginning of the year and then at the very end of the year, and it's just to see growth and to see what they've learned. So that will take up most of our morning for reading. But yeah, it's gonna be a good day. This is my Friday board, which I just think is so fun and hilarious. I love the little Friday with the fries. But yeah, so this is what they had to do this morning. Initially, this was just going to be my slide for the first day of school, but it's working wonders. It really helps for them to see what they need to do and the steps they need to do it. So I think I'm just going to use this all year because it's working really well and keeping them organized and keeping them from asking me a million times what they need to do in the morning. So I'm loving having this slide. All right, guys, it is the end of the day. It's almost 5 o'clock. The hair went up because I was over it. But it was another great day. I gave out the first awards and the kids were so excited. We really build it up. I do big drum rolls for each one and really go into detail about why the people who got them got those awards, so that next week they know that they're really looking for specific reasons for why they are awarding students in our classroom. So good day. I also introduced Toothy today. This is the game that we play in math. If you haven't seen this before, it's by Lucky Little Learners, I think. I'll link it. But basically the kids get a set of task cards. So I just put them in the little photo keepers from Michaels. And basically, I'm going to turn you guys around because that'll probably be easier. So there's a set of task cards in here, and we were learning place value this week, so I wanted to review that with them. Wanted to give them some extra practice. So one person in their group will pull out the card. I am a number with 93 tens and 3 ones. What number am I? And on their mat, they would write their answer here, everybody in the group. And then once every person has written down their answer, they're going to flip this over and check to see if they got it right. If it's correct, they draw a tooth in the person's mouth. And my kids last year just thought it was hilarious. They loved it. They all would draw. I mean, I had some kids who were just normal and drew normal teeth. I had some kids who drew fangs, who drew circle teeth, who drew anything under the sun that they could. I do tell them that they are not to color all around. They're not to write anything extra that doesn't belong. They're literally just drawing the teeth. And they did really well following those procedures today. But it's a super fun game that we play, and it's just simple review. Like, this is so simple, but this makes it fun. So I love Toothy. We use it for math, and so yeah, each table got one of these, and they just practice those skills. So that's what we did today for math. We did our tombstones today for the dead words. Yesterday we learned about how good writers have good word choice. They use some spicy words in their writing, as I like to say. So our new trait was word choice. So they made tombstones for dead words, and they loved this. They thought it was so fun. So some of them obviously got a little bit more decorated than others. But yeah, they really nice job. So now I'm gonna laminate these, and these will just be a little resource that the kids can come and use when they want to add some spicy words to their writing. So super fun. So back in March when COVID happened, I came in one weekend after it had kind of been a while, and I just thought to myself how nice it would be when August comes if I had all of my spelling tests, lists, and things that I need for spelling and grammar all copied and done. And I'm so glad that I did. So I did all of the first unit and second unit of our Wonders series and got all of it copied. So it is making my life so much easier on Fridays. I don't have to run around and copy everything for spelling and grammar for the next week. It's already done for me. And I'm just thanking myself. I think I will do this every summer now, just so I don't have to worry about it once the school year starts. It's like one less thing for me to worry about on Fridays. So super pumped. I'm just kind of getting things pulled out for Monday and just tapping myself on the back for that. In my language one, it says as Wonders Unit 1 spelling and grammar, so I've got all of it copied, all of the spelling list, and then the writing paper that they put their spelling words on. If I can find one to show you, there it is. They do their pre and post on the same page, and then grammar as well, so the grammar tests. But I've got units 1 and unit 2. And this is just, again, making life so much easier. All right, I just set you guys down on my table because I don't want to hold my phone anymore. But one other thing that we did for reading for a quick check for me today to see what they know and what they've learned about sequencing, I got this set of task cards for sequencing from, I think it's Teaching with a Mountain View. So I bought her bundle of task cards for a bunch of skills. These are the sequencing ones, and I love them because they're differentiated. So, sorry, this might not work. It starts out simple where they're just numbering the events. So this is probably the easiest, and then it gets a little bit harder. So then they have to create their own sentence that sequences with the events. Then they have to write a paragraph with the steps to doing something. And it just gets a little bit harder, and it's nice because it helps me to differentiate with my kiddos. So I've already kind of figured out where some of my students are at. So I went around and I gave each kid just one of these. So I gave each kid just one task card, and I kind of went through with my kids that I knew could maybe do some of the deeper level thinking. And I was able to differentiate and gave each kid one of the task cards. And then they went on to Seesaw, and they posted a photo of the task card and completed the task card on Seesaw. So then I could just kind of do a quick check of of what they had learned with sequencing and where they were kind of at. So that was really good, and I'll show you guys kind of what it looked like. But it was really nice because I was able to differentiate and give each kid what they needed, but I also was able to just quickly see, okay, who's getting sequencing and who still needs some help. So I love that. And it's also documented on Seesaw so parents can see where they're at and what they need help with, which is nice as well. I love Seesaw. If you don't use it, I recommend. So here's an example. My student took a photo of his card, and then he went through and he numbered the events in order of what happened first to last. And so now I can see he did really well with this, so he's doing well with sequencing, and it just helps me to see what they know. So I liked doing this, and again, it was really just nice because I could differentiate and yeah, do a little quick check. All right, friends, I am going to end this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. You're always, always, always welcome here in this space with me. I hope you have a great day whenever it is you're watching this. Great weekend if it's the weekend that you're watching this. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.